I'm watching My Korean Boyfriend, so you don't have to. For context, this is a Netflix reality show where they take 5 Brazilian girls to Korea to find their Korean boyfriends. And why I'm saying this in quotes is because actually just 4 of them are looking for that. One of them has a whole story that I'm gonna get to. As a Brazilian that likes K-pop and K-dramas, I expect it to be bad and to bring a bad reputation for us, and they are delivering it. One of the girls is a mother, and she has been talking to this guy on and off for a while, I think a year, and he told her that she should come and visit him in Korea, but he didn't have money to pay for it, that she should take along for her friends and just go to Korea to see him. And she did. Another girl met a guy leaving the bathroom in Busan. He was all in army gear and he asked for her number. They have been talking for a year and she went back to Korea just to see if there was some chemistry between them. Another girl, in the beginning of everything, she's ghosted by her Korean boyfriend. He's supposed to pick her up at the airport and he never picks up her calls and he never shows up. Most normal of the couples is this one in which they have been in a long distance relationship in which he has been to Brazil and she has been to Korea. They've met each other's families, so they're actually in a long distance relationship and they're trying to figure out if they're gonna move to Brazil or if she's going to move to Korea. Last but not least, the most interesting of them all is this girl that is born in Korea. She went to Brazil when she was 3 years old with her dad and her dad's side of the family. So basically what I'm gathering from these 3 episodes is that she's trying to connect with that side, maybe meet her mom. She hasn't to this point. So it's very slowly introduced to us, like what's happening in the background. She's always like, I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later. And then gives us a little bit of detail and then she's back to I'll tell you later. Right from the start, I get cringed out because they are very fangirling over the boys. Like, I'm not joking. It's like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. But it's worse because I'm Brazilian, so I understand what they actually speak in Portuguese. And the first date we see is between the girl that met the guy outside the bathroom in Busan, and they are trying to find something in common. And he's more in a healthy, slow lifestyle, and she is a party girl. She loves to have people around her, and I'm not saying one or the other are right or wrong here. I'm a mixture of both. Basically, their whole date is just her being like, this conversation is boring, I'm trying to find something in common and nothing is happening, and that's it. Then we have Morena's date with her guy, and they're the one that have been in a relationship for a while, so it's like pretty cute. And basically their whole like problem during the date is that his mom doesn't really like the way she dresses and thinks she should dress a little more like modesty and classy, and she's more like colorful, tight clothes, and is just very different for his family. Then we have the mom, and she goes on a date with this guy, and basically like her complaint is that he's very unreliable and he has been promising to get better about his finances and he hasn't, hence why she had to take a loan to go visit him. Is a pretty cute date. Like, none of them really speak each other's languages. They have those translating like AirPods, and that's very useful as a person that speaks multiple languages and meets people from different cultures. That's awesome. If I took a shot every time this girl was crying on screen, I think I would not be awake anymore, because he's not reliable and she needs someone that is reliable, because he promises things and he's not really making up like for his words. He's not really making them come true. So she's just really struggling in that relationship, and he's also always pointing out differences between them. Apparently all she knows is like toxic relationships, to the point that there was one time the girls are talking about how this relationship is, and she's like, yeah, we've been through a lot of bad things, a lot of fights, blah blah blah, and the girls are like, love should be easy, love should be comfortable. Like, she was like, no, but love is pain. So yeah, I'm gathering she has just a lot of very toxic relationship background, and that's what she expects like from this relationship. Like, love should be painful, because they fight a lot, they're always arguing, and there is clearly a big communication issue, not just because of the language, but they don't know how to express their feelings, even with the language barrier. Like, if you speak the same language but you don't know how to express your feelings and understand each other, there is a communication issue. At some point, the guy that ghosted the girl actually picks up his phone and they go on a date, and it's literally just like a K-drama scene. They are at the Vincenzo like staircase thingy. We have a lot of chemistry, but The way this girl is like smiling from here to here, being like, oh my gosh, she's perfect, and like literally fangirling over this man. I'm not even joking. I was so cringed out. Like, girl, chill, chill for a bit. Like, you don't even know this man, just saying that he's hot because he's Korean, and that's weird. Like, I wish I was exaggerating, but no. Like, they actually delivered the most Korea Boo like performance ever, and I'm sure this is not just the girls thing. It's also a director's choice about it. Again, this is gonna be so detrimental to us. Like, everybody's gonna think we're like this. Eventually, the one that has been in a long distance relationship is proposed to. The one that has been with the military guy that she met outside the bathroom realizes that they are not really meant to be. One that is a mom has a big fight with this guy in the middle of a party they're hosting, and he just storms off. Basically, he comes back to have a conversation with her, but the episode ends. I'm honestly so hooked in the girl that was born in Korea but moved to Brazil story, because I feel like there is just so much that can happen in her story. The fourth episode is basically just commentary done by Brazilian celebrities, some influencers, so nothing really happens. They are releasing the next episodes on the 8th. And then we're finding out if the guy that goes to the girl is actually reliable, if the chemistry is actually what is giving, how the girl that is engaged is going to adapt to his culture, and how he's going to adapt to her culture. The girl that is a mom is going to end up staying with the guy, although they keep fighting. She even talks about how he cheated on her previously. More about the girl's story, if she's gonna meet her mom. Because in one of the episodes, she even talks about how she feels Brazilian, like fully Brazilian. She didn't really feel connected to her Korean culture just because she was avoiding the thoughts of her mom and everything. So yeah, I'll be here. I hope it's not as bad as it is being so far, but I think that's what it is. And please don't believe we're like this. We are not. I haven't met a single Brazilian that likes K-pop and K-dramas that is like, oh yeah, this makes total sense. We actually want to be seen like Koreabos by everywhere else around the world. And yeah, that's not happening. We're not like that. I mean, some of us are. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like that's just part of the community. But yeah, I will get back once I watch the next 4 episodes. And hopefully, we're gonna have some happy endings for everybody, because I don't want people to be sad and cry more. Bye!